When I heard a lot think here about my country, it's really hurt me. They think the Iranian, they are terrorists. And it's not true.
Dracula's castle, Transylvania. Everybody's kind of a vampire, apparently.
It is true.
We do love rice.
Oh, do you eat turkey in Turkey?
Pizza, you want some plate of pasta? Hey, piritici, tiritici.
Everyone thinks that everyone from Norway is tall and blonde, but I'm the wrong person to tell you that we're not.
That it's a desert. We don't even have a desert.
That the wild animals walk on the streets like around with us, like we like ride an elephant to school.
That we ride kangaroos everywhere.
That India is full of snake charmers.
That the people are not as clean.
It seems like the stereotype may be that we stink, which I don't really get because we have one of the most advanced perfume industry in the world. So
they think that people are poor and everybody is just running around just naked, I guess. It's not just about Ivory Coast, it's mostly about Africa.
Welcome to Melville Street's 2.1 Breakfast Show. Your unconventional cup of damn, is that hashish? Right here on ILoveMelville.live.
Yeah, man.
I talk too much. You talk too much. Talk too much.
Yeah, man. Yes, guys, welcome to it. Welcome to Melville Street's a 2.1 Breakfast Show with your boy Tata Malindi and the Buttercup. Yes, guys, today we are going to be talking about stereotypes.
Yes, we are.
Finally, we can talk about stereotypes.
You know we can. Bring all your stereotypes to the breakfast table, ladies and gentlemen, because we're going to dissect it. And talk about a lot of it.
Yeah, girl. One of the things that we're going to be talking about in terms of stereotyping, you know, you had like this great idea that obviously because it's a general thing that we're going to be chatting about right now, as that we're going to be looking at stereotypes that you have been given as an individual or been said towards you, stereotypes that you don't like, and stereotypes that you have of other people.
Because it goes both ways, this thing.
Yeah. So what is your stereotype in terms of the guys that we just saw right now, Romania, Transylvania?
My stereotype is that everyone with dreadlocks is a Rasta.
Yeah.
And then that even expands even further. Everyone with dreadlocks is dirty. And then everyone with dreadlocks that's dark skin and happens to be a woman looks the same. Yeah, my rabbit hole is deep. My Alice goes Wonderland.
How about the stereotype of the shoe size?
The shoe size.
Yeah.
So we know how I feel about the size. I don't care about the size. I'm not one for the size. But yeah, I think there's truth in that stereotype. We've been shocked by my size 10, guys. Let's be real. No, and where does it come from? Like, is it even biologically backed up?
I actually don't know when it comes to that. You know, I don't know. I don't know. Like on my side, when it comes to gents, we never actually dive deep into it. You
just are like, size 10.
You know what I mean? Because now you women actually have put this connotation on us that if we have like a big shoe size, that means you basically packed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got what it is. You know what I mean? And then you get the short guys with the size 3, and the guy's like,
no, but we need to talk about how skinny guys are the exception to the rule, and sometimes short guys are the exception to the rule. I've been blown away by short people.
Yeah.
They're quite charismatic. They're quite charismatic.
I like the way you said like they're quite charismatic.
This is a breakfast show. Children are listening, sir.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. New leaf. It sucks.
So proud of you. So proud of you.
I know. I'm just itching to be inappropriate.
We are going to be talking about that. That's myself, Tata Malindi and Buttercup. We're going to be talking about stereotypes, guys, and we're going to be talking about how to break stereotypes also. Very interesting stuff also that we've got in our lineup today is the South African National Blood Services also has like a hashtag no stereotype that they're going to be breaking, so we're going to be looking into that. But we're going to get your comments, guys. Please have a chat with us. You know, tell us what you actually think. What kind of stereotypes do you think that these stereotypes are actually false, and what kind of stereotypes are you like, bruh, I think that's true though.
I think there's some truth there.
I think there's some truth. I know that there was a guy here in one of the clip that we just played from France. Like they think we stink.
Yeah.
And don't understand because we have the most. Why do you have fragrance?
Yeah. Why was there such a necessity for the perfume? We'd like to know, France, if you're French or from the saxophone speaking countries, regions, hit us up.
Yeah, man.
Why is it that need to make a champagne, the perfume?
Yeah.
Why
is that? All right, guys. Thank you very much for joining us. Okay, let's go now into our next feature that we've got. First, before we unpacked a lot of things, usually what we do, guys, is that we look at what's happening in the papers today. Yeah, and very interesting stuff is that Lekanyane accused of meddling. Hey, guys, I don't know why this thing's happening now before Ria Moria.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really do not know.
I heard from a little birdie that drove me around Johannesburg yesterday that our father might be speaking to us on Friday. Or whenever he speaks to us, he's going to speak to us and shut the country down.
Oh, we're going for another shutdown?
Yeah. It was from an Uber driver who said, he transports a lot of like nurses and doctors and like health people. And I was like, it's around the corner. Cyril is going to organize another family meeting. And when he does, he's going to shut it down. I don't know for how long, but I think it's because Easter's around the corner. And you know, Kapaseka, we all pack up and we link up. Yeah. And it's one big spiritual hoorah.
And then also look at the weather that's currently taking place here in South Africa, by the way. It is, it's, you love it, you know, but it's fluish.
It is fluish.
You know what I mean?
Take care of yourselves. I think this is when we all need to stock up on the gingers and the garlics and the zincs and the vitamin C's and the lihlonyana. Like, just take precautions. Like, think of it like insurance. Like, you know how we dealt with insurance yesterday? Don't wait until it happens. Like, start insuring your health right now. Start making sure that you're building up your immune system, because as we know, South Africa, winter in this country, especially in Johannesburg, is bitterly cold. So just prep yourself, because you don't want to prove these guys right, eh?
Yeah, that is true. You know what we look like? We look like Black Panthers. You still remember Black Panthers? You still remember them, right?
Asata Shakur.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's like right now we're about to climb onto a bus.
Yes, we are.
We're going to travel all around Africa.
Bullet. Settler. Yeah. The South African version.
All right, guys, we're going to dive into what's happening in the papers right now with myself, Atata Malende, and Buttercup. By the way, guys, please do not forget to go to our social media pages. On Facebook, it is at ilovemarvel.live. Follow us on that. And also on YouTube, go subscribe, please, guys. It is ilovemarvel.live, also on YouTube. Just type ilovemarvel.live. We actually use that platform as our catch-up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep. So anyway, here's interesting stuff, guys. What's currently happening? That Soviet accused of meddling in affairs of Lepelle Nkumbi.
Okay.
Yep. So
what happened?
This is what happened, guys. So Limpopo ANC Secretary Soviet Lekanyane has been accused of meddling in the affairs of a struggling local municipality after he recommended the removal of the acting municipality manager with immediate effect. Lekanyane last week wrote to the party's Peter Mokaba's original questioning the legality of the process followed when Tebogo Khafane was seconded to the Lepelle Nkumbi local municipality in 2019 to act as the municipality manager. Now, Khafane's deployment came after the municipality manager Thabo Motokhane was fired over the unlawful investment of public funds in the now defunct VPS Mutual Bank. Hey, VPS is not dying away.
It's not.
It's like a web dog trade now. Like a lot of things now, we're finding out a lot of other things that are currently happening around there.
We're finding out about a lot of people who were involved in that thing. In the beginning, they tried to just pin it on Shivambu's brother and a couple of people, and then there was speculation that the rest of the EFF was involved. But now as light is like really shedding on this thing, it's bigger than we think. And it's sadder than we think.
True, man. And old people
and
also.
old, like, you need to think about where this bank is situated and who banks with this bank. The most vulnerable people. It's old folk,
and I don't understand. Like, these are the big ANC supporters, and on top of that, you have people like Abu Lekanyane, for instance, who basically are trying to salvage the situation. And I'm going to put this in inverted commas because we don't know how deep it actually goes with the VBS situation. But most of the people that actually did this, these were people who basically supported NC, supported also EFF. And these are the people that are getting basically a backlash, because majority of the people who on VPS, these were former NC, what you call this, MPs, or whatever you want to call them.
I know EFF is former ANC.
Exactly my point. You know what I mean? So it's crazy stuff, man. It's crazy stuff. And then also Queen Mantumfumbi was appointed the regent of the Zulu Kingdom. For those who didn't know, yes, guys, we spoke about it yesterday. I don't know why are they covering it today.
Because we're just ahead of like the whole game. This is something we need to be hooked onto.
Yeah. So apparently there's going to be a 3-month mourning period for the late King Zwelithini.
Oh, yeah.
3 months. So 3 months of mourning. Oh, that is actually dope. Like,
what is the country doing? Like, what is our sign of mourning with them? Because you know how in Buckingham Palace there's a flag that goes up.
So the traditional prime minister of the Zulu Kingdom, Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi, made the announcement after a marathon meeting of members of the Zulu royal family and the late King Goodwill Zwelithini's lawyers yesterday. Speaking after the meeting, Buthelezi told journalists that Queen Mantumfumbi becomes the regent until an official successor is named. He said an official 3-month mourning period had been declared, adding that there should be no expectations of a new king when it comes to an end. President Cyril Ramaphosa also just went there to go pay his respects to the grieving widows of King Queen Goodwill Zwelithini during a memorial service that took place also last week.
So
the South African government right now, there's nothing that we as a country are currently doing about that situation in terms of the 3-month mourning period. So it's just under the king, the Zulu Kingdom.
It's just happening in KZN.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
so there's
so
nothing
sad.
that we're doing. Yeah. All right, man. Guys, thank you very much for joining us. This is Live, and you're with your boy Tato Malindi. Not alone, I'm with the beautiful Buttercup. Today we are Black Panther. Today we are wearing black.
It's happening tonight.
It's happening. So we're talking about stereotypes today, guys. We want to break stereotypes. We want to see how we can break stereotypes. But first, before we even get to that, we need to find out what does stereotype actually mean? You know, when someone says stereotype, what does it actually mean? In social psychology, a stereotype is an overgeneralized belief about a particular category of people, right? Further information in regards to that, I know that you were speaking about it quite heartfully, actually, yesterday. Well, not that heartfully, but...
I was reading from a definition. I just know how to make words seem like they're my own. I just Googled definition. So basically, they are assumptions that we have about people's behavior, about people's habits, and about people's lifestyles, their cultures. These stereotypes sometimes are based on observation, but they're not completely true. And these stereotypes come from people who do not want to be informed. So basically, the general understanding around stereotypes is that we form our ideas around people based on the information that we have in the air about these people. And we don't take the time to investigate. We don't take the time to put ourselves in those situations to find out if indeed does a size 10 really have that kind of characteristic happening in the bedroom area, you know? Because if we did, we'd find out a lot. Well, that is the worst stereotype because it's so difficult to break. Ladies, like, hey, I know you hear me, ladies. Yvonne, I know you hear me, girl.
I don't know, man. There's quite a lot when it comes to stereotyping, and frankly, for me, guys, I don't think there's actually anything of like positive stereotype or negative stereotype. I just feel like stereotyping is just basically wrong. You know what I mean? Because for me, I think you are already identifying an individual according to a group or according to an assumption that was made onto that group. Yes, I would like to believe that yes, all size 10s, 11s, 12s. You know.
What size shoe are you, sir?
Hey, no, let's not talk about things like that. Let's not talk about that. I don't want to chase people away. You know what I mean?
Push him.
So anyway, there's discrimination and prejudice around it. Because the stereotypes to simplify and justify social reality, they have potentially powerful effects on how people perceive and treat one another. And that's one of the things that I hate about stereotyping is how we're basically going to treat each other in terms of that. If I can ask you, for instance, talking about countries right now.
Yeah.
Right. When we're playing that video,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna pick Romania.
Yeah.
What is the first stereotype that would you get of Romanians?
They gypsies.
Yep, that's the first thing I also thought. Gypsies,
They tricky.
crystal balls.
Yeah, they liars. They steal.
Yep.
But that's just because of Aladdin.
Yeah, I understand
It's
what you
because
mean.
of all those films
Yeah,
that came
yeah.
out. I don't know a single Romanian.
Mhm.
I don't know a single Romanian. And also the Kardashians. So
Yeah.
whatever we get, it comes from and it always comes from the top.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
never really
Right,
actual everybody. It comes from that one Romanian that you saw on TV. Now you
Yeah.
think all Romanians have a
Means
fat
I love
ass like Kim Kardashian. Or all Romanians have fat asses and fly on carpets and
Yeah.
steal shit. You know,
Yeah,
we read
yeah.
it. And I don't actually know anything about Romanians
Mhm.
that is factual beyond that, except for the fact
Yeah.
that they have amazing hair.
Yeah, and then another thing also that I think contributed to us having the stereotype of Romanians as crystal balls, gypsies, is because in movies,
Yeah.
every movie that you watch, whenever there's like a Romanian person that they speaking to or something, it's always around being a gypsy,
Yeah.
being either a prophet or crystal ball,
Yeah.
or even Hotel Transylvania.
Yeah. Freaking what's his name?
Dracula.
And Sacha Baron Cohen.
Oh yes, yes.
Where
yes,
are you
yes.
a gypsy?
Yeah.
You're coming to steal. Like that man, if you didn't know gypsies, you left all of his film thinking that if a gypsy walks towards your car, you're locking the door.
Oh my!
You do not go to a gypsy for help. Because it's sad, man.
Mhm. True that. It is sad because it doesn't actually give like the whole definition in terms of what a Romanian is. Because we don't even take the time. I mean, I like the fact that you spoke about that we don't even take the time to actually go and understand or learn these different countries and stuff like that. We just go with what the wind actually blows us into that direction. If the wind is like, hey, we are saying Romanians are basically gypsies, we all like, okay, gypsies.
Okay, gypsies.
Okay, gypsies.
Okay,
Instead of
bye,
going
Jonja.
but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So one of the things that we are going to be talking about today, guys, we're talking about stereotypes today, and we're going to look at it in general also. We're going to look at stereotypes that we have of different countries also. We're going to look at stereotypes in terms of ethnicities, like groups also, subgroups also. I mean, she just mentioned also that whenever you see someone with a dreadlocks, the first thing that you think, smokes weed, German, Rastafarian, has a flag of Selassie in the house,
Yeah.
all those kind of things. That's the only thing that you would think of. You know what I mean?
I don't Zion train, guys. Sorry to disappoint you.
Shame. Sorry, guys. Sorry for that.
Yeah, next time.
Next time. And you know what? Regarding that stereotype,
Yeah.
the dreadlock stereotype, there's this taxi driver that I know of also who's got dreadlocks, right? His name is Bratemba, right? Everyone is like Rasta, Rasta, and every time he's like Asungu Rasta.
Yeah.
I just
just
like
have dreads.
dreadlocks, dude. Like that doesn't mean you can identify me as a Rastafarian. I am not a Rastafarian. I don't follow the Rastafarian culture. Rastafarian is a culture, right?
Yeah, it's a faith and a spirit and a way of life.
It's a faith, a way of life. Yeah.
You could call it like Judaism. Like, you know how Judaism isn't just a religion, it's actually a way of life.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it is a religion with a dogma. Rastafari is the same.
True that.
Yeah.
So,
I think also we can put
yeah.
that kind, when it comes to the stereotypes about hair, when you see a white person with a bald head, your initial response is to think fucking Nazi
yeah.
or a skinhead or
Yes,
something, or
yes,
you just
yes.
automatically think that a bald-headed white man is coming to bring the pain upon your life.
That is true, man. So also, guys, do not forget, guys, that most of the new things that we engage in or choose not to be are based on something we have heard or seen about the particular thing. It has never been something that we've done information about. So now the question of the day, guys, is that what stereotype do you know of that has stuck with you? What stereotype do you know? It's dreadlocks.
Yeah.
That has stuck with you. You know what I mean? Nigga, even the first time that you even came through, the first thing I was thinking, I was like, ooh, dude, I'm going to have a pipe after this. And guess what?
I didn't help that stereotype much.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's certain stereotypes, obviously, that we can discuss that are
A
somewhat
little
true.
bit close to the truth.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So we're gonna break that also.
Well, what stereotypes have been placed on you? I see you avoiding this. You like doing this, Malindi.
Who me?
Yeah.
Yo, me, I haven't had like that much of a stereotype. I think the only thing that I would have as a stereotype is whenever someone speaks to me over the phone, right? The first thing that they will think is like this big guy, handsome and stuff, and then they meet me like,
I thought you were dark skinned. I thought you were buff. I thought you were dark skinned. I thought you had a beard. And then I got in the studio and I was like, where's the man I was? Is it 10? Is it the guy I saw? Oh, I can go call him. Tell him the show's about to start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And another big stereotype that actually stuck with me was when my parents actually moved out from the township and went to the suburbs. Every time whenever I had to visit the township and stuff like that, the first stereotype was that cheese boy,
Yeah.
you know, mommy, daddy can I, can't do things for yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Softy. And which was like the total opposite, because I physically showed people that it was actually the total opposite.
You had to constantly throughout your life like break that stereotype.
I had to, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And then another thing also for being a black male in South Africa, guys, all across the globe actually. The first stereotype is that whenever you are around, hide your shit.
Unsafe.
You know what I mean? Like that's the first thing that happens. If I'm driving it's even worse because you get stopped like no one's business. You know what I mean? So, and then the first thing that they ask you also when they stop you.
Move.
Dude, like, do I look like that guy? I think I look
Mm.
sweet though. Like I don't think I look like a guy that would, you
Yeah,
know.
no, you don't look like a guy who's packing something.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you say packing something, you
I
mean
knew
that.
you were gonna do that.
Because I pack.
It's okay, size 11.
Okay, I was just saying.
Size
Right.
11, ladies.
So anyway, also guys, please do tell us also, how do we break these stereotypes? We are going to be talking more about that. So
Yeah.
anyway, it is time for us actually to move on right now, guys. It is time for us to actually go to a very fantastic feature of ours, which is sports news. A lot of things that are happening in sports today. It's it's the international week basically in terms of soccer, and then also
Mhm.
want to look at what's currently happening with the other sporting events. And then also I know you got like some fantastic headlines also for
I
us.
do.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
do.
So anyway, Ketiwe, speak to us.
Do we maybe want to read the comment?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, let's read the comments.
You want to read the comments? Look, are you wearing maroon again today?
I'm maroon 5.
She's always matching with her glasses. Like
No, she does the color code thing very
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
We joke with her, but shut up!
All
We've
right,
got some comments
what are
this
people
morning,
saying?
ladies and gentlemen, from our family
Mhm.
in the interwebs. First one for the day comes from our early bird, Yvonne. She says, "Good morning, sunshine emoji. Good morning, Yvonne.
What up, girl?
Sitanda Kliti, babes.
Yeah, man.
And then one comes from our screamerim, damn long dong. Sanele Seda, not Tata, says, "Where is Hyper Show Energy?"
Hyper Show Energy, Escom got him.
Yeah.
He was kidnapped by Escom.
It's difficult living in the East Rand.
Dude.
Because ESCOM is just one big mafia terrorizing all of us.
Dude.
It's terrorizing us. At
Last
this
night
moment.
I had like so many deadlines that I had things that I had to do, and because our tower is actually in Dom Park, and Dom Park didn't have electricity, so I didn't have Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I hate that nonsense where I can wake up with electricity, but because our towers, Diko Katlehong or
Yeah.
Foslo, wherever this guy's thing is, we won't have until it comes back.
You know what I mean?
Like we're sending people to the moon. Our technology is so advanced. It's so advanced. Fetch your lives, guys.
You know, seriously, you guys need to fetch your lives.
No, you do.
Yeah,
Fetch
don't
your
wreck
life.
it. And also, by the way, I just want to say a big shout out, by the way, to the Sneh Mana, which was the last show yesterday. No, not their last show. Hey, Luena. It was the last show that before our show, and they did exceptionally well, man. It was a very entertaining show. I really liked it. They were speaking about the bachelorette, bachelor girl.
Bachelor gay.
So they were talking about that, and they were talking about who's the person that might win that, who they voting for, and I was enjoying it. I was really enjoying it. It was literally
Three
a guy.
men talking about Bachelorette.
Yeah, bruh. And they were saying that they're gonna go watch it, right, with like a camera of the reaction.
They're probably going to.
Yeah. And then they're gonna have beers. They can't watch it without drinking.
No, I can't watch it. Don't care what's in my system.
Like I'm also thinking about
trash
that. You know what I
TV.
mean? For the fact that it's like 20 guys competing for like one.
Seems a
one
bit
more
of like
game.
a gang situation. I don't know.
You know what I
Girl,
mean? You train.
rather you than me, sissy. I can't do it. I don't know. It's just a weird show. Even when it's like 15 girls and one
Yeah.
man, I'm like, no, go do this in private there behind closed
You know
doors
what I
like
mean?
Putin. Stop this nonsense.
But I like the fact that they posed the question like, which woman would you, if she was the one where you would declare your love for her like nationally? And I was thinking like, if Megan Good could go to the Bachelorette, I'll go there. I'll definitely go there just to go show my Meg game. My whole point is just to show that I got Meg game and the fact that the price is Megan Good. Like
Yeah.
really, you know what I mean?
Me if it was Chronics, man.
Chronics, yeah. You definitely do it.
I'm gonna go there. But let's go back to the comments.
So, all right, what are people saying?
Sanele says Pumuzani, umhlonyana, and lavender tea. Oh, Puzani, umhlonyana, and lavender tea. Ube moist. Scrimmeran.
Scrimmeran, red meng.
And then he goes on to say, imagine growing up as Soviet in the hood. Msovivo. Please go have breakfast. And then our favorite human in the entire world, Utabo Ephraim, says, good morning. How are you guys? Nandi right, babe. So
I'm okay now. I had a bad morning. I don't want to lie to you, but I'm okay now since I don't know why. I always have bad mornings, but when I walk into this booth,
you leave everything outside.
Dude, I don't know. Or maybe it just gets lifted, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And because I'm doing what I love doing, you know? So maybe...
And also choppy chops, but
choppy chop, you know.
We hope you're doing well, Tabo, because as you heard, we're doing well. We're surviving. Man. We're pushing through stereotypes.
Yes, man. Yes, we are.
And then Sanele says, Sanele, kaume with all this vernac. Ungena ngoku, choncha kwi ANC. Ungena ngoku, choncha kwi ANC. As true as Bob. I funding and go. And then he goes on to say, Kim Kardashian, we are lawyer for sure. Why? Yeah, no. To get everybody spellbound like that, you need to be one major magician. Yeah, one major gypsy. Are you a gypsy, Kim Kardashian?
Maybe it's something they're not telling us. You know, her and Chris.
Yeah. Her mother's not aging, dude. I watched the first episode. They came back last week on Sunday. I watched it after, this was before I watched Celebrity Game Night because one of our people here at I Love Melville was on the show.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, guys.
Look at her.
How you a lawyer, lo mama, guys? Because we've seen women who do plastic surgery and they don't look as good as this woman who keeps doing plastic surgery. This is not plastic surgery.
I think probably, you see, when it comes to people like Chris and stuff, I think they probably found like a fountain of youth somewhere.
Yeah.
And they don't just want to tell us the secret.
Yeah.
Because like Chris is like, Chris Umtala.
No, Chris Umtala. No, mama, Chris Usapila, guys. I said that on Sunday when we watched it. My mom's like, someone's going to say that about me, Carola. Shut up. Because I was like, how is MJ still alive? Everybody's being taken by Corona. And Kris Kardashian's mother is Kris Jenner's mother is out here outliving all of us. She outlived Magafuli.
Dude, how can you outlive Magafuli, dog?
She outlived Magafuli. But we'll talk about that later.
Later on, man. And then we got a comment also from,
from Yvonne, size 11. You know what they say about big feet, big shoes. I've also heard the saying about big feet. It's also big shoes. We don't know what anybody else is talking about. They need to get their minds out the gutter.
They need to do that, man, guys. They ain't good.
And then last one from our homie Utabo comes back saying, stereotype is most frequently now employed to refer to an often unfair and untrue belief that many people have about all.
Hey, Tabo,
no, Tabo Kugli.
Hey.
Or is that I'm making a stereotype about black men right now. That they Google stuff. And Aktanda Pras, Balaway, guys.
Saktanda. Okay, cool, guys. It is time for us to actually dive right now to our sports and the news headlines. Yeah, boy.
All the sporting news. This is sports on ilovemarvel.live.
Okay, so my name is Kabelo Mufokeng with your news updates, headlines rather. Recruitment process for KZN Hospital is suspended, and the Zuma versus Zondo Constitutional Court to hear contempt matter. And moving along, why are more young Brazilians getting attacked by the COVID-19 virus? And H&M faces boycott in China over Xinjiang cotton. Moving on to Tato with the full sports bulletin.
Every time with him.
Xinjiang cotton.
What?
Yeah. Xinjiang cotton.
You see, that's the stereotype again.
Yeah, no, we need to break these things.
We need to break these
things.
Break the
shackles off my feet.
So you can dance. All right, guys. Here it is in terms of what's currently happening in your sports and news. Thank you very much, by the way, for joining us, guys. It is exactly 7:35 right now, Central African time. Please do not forget, guys, to basically follow us. That is on YouTube. It is ilovemarvel.live. Subscribe, please, guys. Subscribe. Get your people also to subscribe, guys. We want to reach 1,000 subscriptions by the end of this month. month. People say that we can't do it.
No, we
but
can.
we know we can do it with your support.
We
That's what we know, man. We can reach that. All right, guys. So to all 380,000 people that are currently always watching and viewing this,
watch later.
Shout out to you guys. Please do tell us if you are from outside of South Africa and tell us where you currently are, what you're currently doing, and whether you're enjoying the content of the show also. All right, cool. Diving into Formula One, let's get it started right now. So another thing that just came through again, as you would know, Lewis Hamilton is always trending when it comes to Formula One. It's like I feel like every time whenever you do sports, and
Lewis
like,
Hamilton is kicking some more ass on his little bike car thing. What does he drive, a bike or a car?
It's a car, baby.
His little car thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll get there, guys. Believe in me.
You will. No, whether you like it or not.
By the end of this year, I will be talking sports.
Yeah. Thank you, Mama. Yeah. And I can't wait to actually get you on and at that tavern drinking milk stout and talking sports with Brasted.
Sekino Savannah. Black Label's kicking my ass. We'll talk about that later. So Lewis Hamilton's team chief Toto Wolff is confident that the champions Mercedes can bounce back from a poor preseason test and fight for victory in Sunday's season opening Bahrain Grand Prix. Now the Austrian boss, who conceded that the team had suffered a tough test in Bahrain earlier this month, said he believed his outfit would draw on its experience and strength to recover as Hamilton goes in pursuit for an unprecedented 8th title. He was quoted saying that this team's biggest strength are our people and our values, and after a tough time, I know that we can fight back stronger and stronger. You see what happens to people like those Austrians, man? They've got that fighting spirit. They don't play around, eh? I don't know any Austrians except Hitler.
Hitler was an Austrian that became a German.
He was Austrian Jew.
And then became German.
Yeah, we don't know when he did that, but like he did. Yeah. He was an Austrian Jewish artist, painter.
Oh.
Who painted Kak. And I think the world he tried to go into some university and they were just like, whoa. I was with Troa. And he was like, I'm gonna kill the Jews! Gonna kill them! This guy. He was yeah.
You really suck, eh, dude? All right, now we're moving along, guys, into Olympic news, guys. So the Tokyo Olympics torch relay got off to a low-key start after years coronavirus delay on Thursday, when fans kept away as it was embarked on a 4-month journey across Japan that will end at the opening ceremony on July the 23rd. Now, spectators were barred from the departure ceremony and first leg over ongoing fears about the coronavirus, which forced the 2020 Games historic postponement a year ago. But organizers hope that the 121-day relay, which will crisscross Japan and involve 10,000 runners, will build excitement and enthusiasm as debuts persist about holding the games safely. This is going to be very interesting to find out how this thing is going to actually unfold, guys. Seriously. So the Tokyo 2020 chief Siko Hashimoto said the flame was a ray of light. I'm sorry, this is
get yourself
a ray of light at the end of the darkness. So hopefully, guys are going to be enjoying themselves also when they watch the Olympic Games. I want to see how it's going to unfold. I don't think that athletes will basically change in terms of their competitiveness, regardless of the fact that there's not a lot of people cheering you on.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
We haven't seen a change just because the stadium, the seats are empty. The men and women are still playing because it's about the people, it's about everything. But the show must go on.
Yeah, look at those Japanese ladies there. Hey, some of them look like gents though. Eh? Just saying.
Man,
just saying. But look at the one that's holding a torch.
Expand this thing. No, also because they cut their hair so short.
Yeah.
And also because is this Japan or China?
This is Japan.
Japanese men be so pretty though.
Is it?
Japanese men be so pretty.
What shoe size do they wear? Size 1.
He's a size 8.
Your kid is a size 8?
Yeah,
Oh, I was about to be like, damn, girl, you got a talented kid. I was like, damn, girl, you know that we need to go cast your kid. Damn.
Guys. No, they have small. They have small features as well.
Yeah.
So it's very easy for the woman who look a little bit like rugged to end up looking like a Japanese or Chinese man.
Yeah. And you know the stereotype of Japanese schoolgirls. Like I really don't understand that. Like in any anime movie, there's always Japanese schoolgirls every single time. It's like stories revolve around Japanese high school girls.
Yeah,
why?
it's this sick sexual fantasy.
But it's messed up.
Yes, let's say Asia, let's stood kanjan. I want my friend. I'm a China. I'm a Japanese. But stood kanjan. One time when I was in Sun City, we went to, there's a mall in Sun City that has this huge cinema house where they play adult movies. We went there with a couple of people that got eliminated on the same night I did. And someone was like, in that place, when there's adult movies, you should see the demographic of people that are in there.
What?
We went in there. In
Yo.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Oh, and this is a stereotype. This is I'm catching myself in a stereotype.
Yeah, I mean, it's today's conversation. I think today what's going to happen is that every single thing that we see as stereotype, we're going to be able to pick it up, you know, because of the conversation we're having. But yeah,
and I think the world has also sexualized them.
Yeah,
they've sexualized them. But from the Indian perspective, like Abu, my friend, it's because of books like Kama Sutra. How do you make a book that thick about sexual positions?
Yo, dude, I want to study that book, eh? I feel like when I go out with my next, wherever my next is going to be, I'm going to give her that book. I'm like, you better study this.
Yeah.
Because I'll study that ish, and me and you, I want to basically do some of the things that I did. I don't want you that when I take a leg and I put it in a different pose, you're like, what are you doing?
You code 14 years guys.
Anyway, guys, that's what we're talking about today, guys. We are talking about stereotypes, and today, do make sure that you subscribe onto our YouTube page, ilovemelville.live, guys. We are trying to reach our 1,000 subscribers onto YouTube, but make sure you get most of your family, friends, whoever around in terms of that. Okay, also do not forget the boiling question that we've got for today, guys, regarding what we're talking about today. It's very interesting, is that we want to know from you, what stereotype do you know of that has stuck with you? It can be a stereotype about you, or it could be a stereotype about other people that's still stuck with you. You know what I mean? Like where you're like, no, this still stands as a relevant thing, or this doesn't stand as a relevant thing. We want to get your comments in terms of that. But for now, though, guys, we're gonna move on to a fantastic tune right now. I really like this track.
What is it?
It's Wonder featuring Kali Ali. Right?
Okay.
It's a fantastic tune. It's a new track, guys, and I think you guys are gonna enjoy it also. Please comment and tell me what you think. It's called Who That? Who That?
Pijaga de Flame. Who that? Who that?
Who that? You know it?
No, that's an old song.
Okay, I was about to say that's
so don't worry about it. Isn't it J. Cole? Yeah.
All right, guys, it is time for us to actually go to Who That, and then right after that, we're gonna go to comments, and also we're gonna play Never Have I Ever.
Ooh.
All right.
As a youngster, like the young playing in the dirt, that was us, bruh. Coming back home late, mama beat us cause she loved us. All this came from hard work, ain't no luck, bruh. Fed the whole fam, got prime my stuff, that's what love was. Niggas say they got one up on us, that's a tough one. 21, I made $1 million plus, that's on mama. All the biggest bosses in the game know we out here. And now you wanna know, who am I? They wanna know, they wanna know. Who am I? I'm that young wild boy from the village that you never knew. Who that? Who that? Who that? Yeah. Who that? Who that? Who that? Yeah. Who that? Who that? Who that? I'm that young wild boy from the village that you never knew. Who that? Who that? Who that? Yeah. Who that? Who that? Who that? Yeah. Who that? Who that? Who that? I'm that young wild boy from the village that you never knew.
I bet you know me now. All I ever asked was that you hold me down. Damn, I got blood on my rosary now. Look at this. Pool full of women with the homies now. Money machine only counts hundreds in the back room. Told my little baby I'll be back soon. I'll call you. Life a little crazy when you that dude. So I roll around with a strap too. Niggas act the damn fool. Women push you to your limits. We nigga ball with defying physics. And don't mention our names when you write the lyrics. Cause the angels will come down and come swipe with spirits. And they will wanna know,
who am I? They wanna know, they wanna know. Who am I? I'm that young wild boy from the village that you never knew. Who that? Who that? Who that? Yeah. Who that? Who that? Who that? Yeah. Who that? Who that? Who that? I'm that young wild boy from the village that you never knew. Who that? Who that? Who that? Yeah. Who that? Who that? Who that? Yeah. Who that? Who that? Who that? I'm that young wild boy from the village that you never knew. Left me in the trenches, made a comeback. Me and my family starving, where were y'all at? When you start balling but little bits, I got you called back. I cut you off and I'm serious as a heart attack. Sure, one of my uncles taught me how to dress fresh. He's nicknamed Material, cold milk in my cereal, frozen heart in my chest. Fell in love with the checks, and when I need to distress, you know I could do with some sex. Like baby, hey, have you ever come in the Lex? Medusa face on my vest. Why you go to your ex? Know that nigga bad for your rep. You know who I am, let's do a dance, I'll show you the steps. Yes. One take wonder, Killer Kali. Who that? Go. Village boy, Moshanyana Wama Haye. Oof.
Who?
Not the video let my end is next time.
On Who That?
Who they? Who? That was an amazing
That
jam.
was a fantastic jam. Moshana
Waka intate.
Come plus.
Yes. Asitrapse.
Oh, what a fantastic tune. A shout out, by the way, to Wunda featuring Kali Ali with Who Dat? Right here on ILoveMelville.live. You guys are currently listening to Melville Streets, a 2.1 breakfast show. Welcome to it, Streeters. Yes, we are calling you guys Streeters. And shout out, by the way, to my Streeters. And speaking about our Streeters, we got some comments also from our Streeters,
Yes,
right?
we do.
Yeah,
One
man.
from Matthew Better. He says, Kere Koko, Dumelang, Mora, Wenantate Malindi, Lim Bata Kapo. How are you lovely people doing today?
Hey, Donna, you have time. You have so many
He
emojis.
does. I love your time.
Smiley heart, 100%. Then then fire,
and
then
flower.
Sunflower.
Yeah, which is Matthew, you know, we could one day we're gonna read your emojis as a sentence. They'll say a lot about what's going on in your head. Must be a beautiful place, Mateo.
Yeah, man, it is, man.
And then we have one from our early bird. Yvonne says, Japanese men be so pretty. No, they are, friend. They are gorgeous. They're gorgeous. And then Matt comes in again uninvited and says, anime is always revolving around Japanese schoolgirls. Ha 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 ha. So true. So disturbing. Because when people go on Pornhub and then they Google Japanese porn girls, like we're fed our fetishes, we're fed our preferences. I wonder if there are any of us that like are born or form our preferences out of our own mind. But it's because of that whole thing of the sexualization of Japanese schoolgirls in anime and stuff.
Yeah,
well, it's not because of it, but it's stuff like that that end up making Japanese schoolgirl what being the highest hit on these porn. Are you going to put a porn thing there? Oh, okay. I was just trying to find out. And then Tavo comes through with the comments saying, what I love about ILoveMelville.live is nice show. And you guys have that thing to make us feel better. That's why we're here.
Shut up, man. Shout out to
Each
you,
one
man.
teach one. Each one love one. Each
yeah.
one like pakamisa. Osh pakamisa.
Osh
The
pakamisa.
other one.
I don't want to do them.
gang signs.
Yeah.
Just
but
saying it with
like,
my mouth. Osh
yeah.
pakamisa, my bra.
Yo, the last thing that I need right now, man, is
Yeah.
like the number gang just
Yeah.
yeah. It's like, hey,
Who
what
like
were
it?
you saying?
Who like it?
Yeah.
Your
yeah,
massa earring.
yeah. Your massa earring.
And
yeah.
then Matthew comes back, massive attack. He says these guys in the music video put too much makeup. Aren't you a hater, Matthew?
Matthew.
I smell a hater.
Yellow bonitis, chronicle yellow bonitis.
That's what's happening. That's what's happening. You're hating on the dark skin guy.
Yeah,
it's fine. We see you with your stereotypes.
Matthew. We see you, Matthew.
And then he goes on to say, my favorite part of this track is when they say, who dat? After that, I must say, it got me. It's catchy.
Yeah.
Who dat?
Who dat? Who dat? Who dat?
It's amazing. It's amazing.
It is, yeah.
So Yvonne has some information for us. She says,
Yes.
so my whole life, I was told if you shop at Oriental or Foldsburg, you can always negotiate because the merchants are highly inflating the prices. In other words, they all hustlers. Yeah.
Do you think that's one of the stereotypes that are actually quite true?
Look, this is also gonna test like my knowledge around geography. But my friend Bako Oriental Plaza, they're very similar to people at the markets, and more so. Well, I'm speaking from a friend of mine who used to live in Europe and whose father is from Turkey, and she would always say these homies are down to barter.
All the time.
These homies
all the time.
It's a system of bartering. Sometimes it's just how Fita and other places they don't want to barter. Because a lot of people that go shopping in China, they'll tell you, no, you can negotiate prices. You must try that shit at China City in South Africa. No, my friend. No.
That's what I'm about to say. Like, not here. And this country is actually quite different when it comes to things like that also. You know what I mean?
Where can you barter in South Africa? Because it's not at Dunusa. It's not at Yeovil Market.
Nope.
It's not at the malls. It's not at Oriental
Even
Plaza.
at Small Street also.
It's not at Small Street. The price is written there and that's the price.
Yeah. You know, sometimes the only thing that you can get lucky with maybe in Small Street is if they're like, I don't know, like when they ask you that question, how much do you have?
Yeah.
And I think there's like always like it's not even second hand, it's like fourth hand.
Yeah, okay.
Fourth hand things. You know what I mean?
No, I've had that situation, but it wasn't good to Nosa. It was around. So the Dunosa guys, they don't change their prices. They where we thrift at MTN. They don't change their prices. But when you're walking around, I think the other homies that sell understand that if people are here in town to buy cheap clothes, they're going to go to Dunusa. So if I can get this guy to buy this jacket 40 Rand or 20 Rand cheaper, hey man, that's like 60 Rand in my account as opposed to going home with nothing for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
The homies that sell fruit and vegetables.
Yeah.
It's a specific street that I can't recall right now, but it's by Bank City. Where they sell fruit and veg. The guys there will be like, how much do you have? I think also because they need to get the stuff. They can't keep it.
Yeah, because it's gonna rot. I mean, I think that's one of the biggest things. Anyway, guys, it is myself and Buttercup today, guys. Silver HSE basically got kidnapped by Eskom. Yes, thank you very much, Eskom.
Because I was asking about him.
Yeah, because we're gonna pay a ransom for him. It's fine. Eskom, tell us how much it is for pay. You know. Damn, man, like I really hate that. But anyway, another stereotype in terms of what we're chatting about today that I know of about South Africa, and especially South African men. With the conversation that I had actually yesterday, when I went up the street, I went to Campus Square to basically just go bring out the word about the station and stuff like that to other people. And I met some of the guys who are barbers, you know, like right here on the corner. So I was like, what are the one of the stereotypes that you know outside of South Africa about South Africans? It's like South African men are lazy. South African men are lazy, and then when I come here, I drive a nice car. They're like, "Oh, you come outside from your other country and you come." I work hard, and you can actually see that the guy is actually right, dog. Like at the end of the day, a guy works hard, but
South African men, if you are listening right now, do you understand how this stereotype about you puts the whole country in a very vulnerable place? Like no country will go and start nonsense with Nigeria or with Congo or with Angola, because those men, we know them here, we've met them here, and we know who they're no nonsense guys, and they work hard, and they're the ones who usually pay our bills at the end of the party, you know? And now you guys are giving off this vibe that like you're lazy and that you're pushovers. They're gonna come here and take your country, guys.
Because they already started taking your women.
Yeah. Because they'll say they're like, the South African women are easy. All they need is money.
And that's it.
And they don't care where you get it from. They just need money. And then they're like, and you don't even ask for a lot of money. And one guy I was friends with, he was like, yo, my Nigerian girlfriend used to take my money. Didn't even ask for it. Like it was hers. It was her money. And we're just nice. We just want them to pay the bill. These guys are paying for apartments. They are paying for the girl to go on vacations with their friends. Our South African guys are just paying for the bucket that you bought at Chisanyama. Y'all niggas need to bill your socks up. Is that a depiction of come on, Kitty. Come on, Kitty.
Kitty, why are you doing this to South African men, dude? Like, what's wrong with you?
Who hurt you?
Like, who hurt you, Kitty?
Silver, you need to come make up for this because Katiwa is now painting the whole country in your
What the
color.
hell? Hunter Black. When was this image even taken? Even the bottles of the Hunter Black. That's like,
They look old.
there was at the time when my
Oh
dad,
God,
my
those are
dad
old
didn't even
bottles.
drink at this.
Those are old black labels.
I hate you, dude. Don't do that. Don't do that to the South African man.
We're
Don't
so
do that.
outdated.
Yeah, man. Anyway, yeah, let's check some comments quickly, guys, before we go to Never Have I Ever, before we wrap
Hey,
up
they are
part
here
one.
today. These comments.
Yeah, man.
Matthew starts by saying, ha 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 ha. My head is spinning, Vele. Why is your head spinning?
When you must just take a bath and come home.
Yeah, just come to work, man.
Yeah, just come to work. I don't understand why you even have time to comment.
Tato then sends out a missing persons report asking, where is his brother in the show? Because he can only see us two. Is he sick? What is happening, guys?
I just told you, Tabo, he got kidnapped by ESCOM.
Yep.
ESCOM wants us to actually bail him out. Actually, not bail him out, but have a ransom, basically, to take him out.
So now we're gonna speak to Elon Musk about that.
Yeah, we'll have a chat. We said we're gonna call him.
Yeah.
Yeah, give us
we
his
got
numbers.
Elon Musk on whatchamacallit,
There's a
speed
speed
dial,
dial.
darling.
All right.
And then Matthew bum rushes us again.
Yeah.
Oriental Plaza. Ha! Promise all mothers and grandmothers have plaza curtains in their houses for reals. And then when we would buy samosas, childhood memories.
Hey.
Tabo goes on to say, oh no, look, black men with black. Matthew comes back with a laughing emoji and says South African men are embarrassing us. Bo papa tiamo.
Highway.
Hey. I wonder who tiamo
I don't
is.
know also. So
Taking
anyway,
shots.
I can see they're getting fired. They're getting fired. By the way, for those who just joined us, guys, this is I Love Melville.live. We are talking stereotypes today, guys. And what we want to find out from you is that which stereotype has stuck with you through the ages also. And why stereotype do you know that this stereotype, guys, is actually true? You know, you can you can try to dispute it, but this stereotype, I know for a fact, the same thing is like, this is like one of the first stereotypes also. You know what I mean? That's the first
turned
one.
around so quickly. She wanted to get a glimpse of that stereotype. I see you. Wait. Oh, my mouse is messing with me. Yeah, I'm gonna live, man. Why can't I do it anymore? Kitty, where did you move me? I've been moved. Oh, wait.
I
don't
you
have
messed
to
up,
pray.
dude.
Okay.
You really are messed up. So anyway, we are talking what are stereotypes and how can we break them, guys? And we want to find out from you, which stereotype do you know that has just stuck with you for quite some time? It's a chat that we're gonna have for today. It is hashtag Think Tank Thursday. So I told you guys that I was gonna play Never Have I Ever, but we can do that right after the news at the top of the hour. Please do not go anywhere because part 2 is coming up right after this.
Yeah. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow.